Here's the sheriffs dropping off a crazy homeless guy in San Pedro.
Take pictures.
And just letting him go.
Video from San Pedro resident Mike Olivieri shows LA County deputies dropping off a homeless man named John Bryan.
Hey, thanks for dropping him off. Thank you. We appreciate that.
It happened near 25th Street and Mermaid Street on Tuesday.
Look, this guy's not crazy or anything.
And now some are crying foul.
There's always been a urban myth in San Pedro that homeless people get dropped off. Well, that myth no longer exists.
LA City Councilman Joe Buscaino says LASD dropped Bryan off right into the city's jurisdiction and didn't give him the help he needed.
He was not clothed, he has no shoes, he was barefooted, and he was suffering from a mental disorder. Well, I'm looking for accountability in a time where we just cannot pawn off mental health issues to other municipalities.
But LASD says the critics have it all wrong.
This is not a case of dumping. This is actually a case of compassion where we were just trying to help out one of our citizens and try to take them to a place where they wanted to go.
Sergeant Robert Bose says on the day of the video, residents had called about Bryan and deputies had interacted with him 2 times before.
This third contact, the deputies decided they were going to try to have an act of compassion and help him out.
He says Bryan asked deputies for a ride to Pasadena, then asked to be taken to a nearby bus stop.
When you're in a car and you're voluntarily there, we have to let you out when you want to get let out. So when he got to a particular point close to the bus stop, a couple blocks away, he said he wanted to be let out, and our deputies obliged.
And that's when the video was filmed.
The first thing that went through my head when I saw the video was that there was a person that definitely needed some help.
County Supervisor Janice Hahn says the video looked bad at first, but she got more context after speaking with Sheriff Jim McDonnell.
I'm okay with their story. What I'm not okay with is that I really question whether or not the sheriff's deputies could have done more to make sure that Mr. Bryan had the help that he needed before they drove away.
And the councilman agrees. He's telling us that he wishes the deputies might have contacted somebody, maybe in the county mental health services, to help out that homeless man, because he says it was very obvious that he needed it. Now, what ended up happening to that man is LAPD picked him up in their jurisdiction later that evening. Evidently, he had some outstanding warrants for unpaid fares. They picked him up, they arrested him, and tonight he is in jail in the 77th jail. Meanwhile, Supervisor Hahn tells us that she has been in contact with LA County Mental Health Services, trying to get him some assistance, and she's also found a shelter who is willing to take him in once he is out of jail. We're live in San Pedro tonight. Bill Malugin, Fox 11 News.